All right, so I'm just gonna tweet about this. Okay, so hi everybody to our Blab, and we're going to talk about website challenges. And we welcome all your questions if you're experiencing anything that's, making you crazy about your website, things that are not working out, or things that you want to improve maybe, and you need the help and maybe some guidance or some advice. Please feel free to put your question in the text area there, and we are going to take your question and go ahead and answer them. So with me, you have Pamela and Robert, so you already know them, I imagine. So let's start. So our conversation, as I said, it's really about websites. And here's the thing. I've been reading a nice article. I wanted to share it with you guys. I didn't have time. It's called Website Horror Stories. And actually this week it's interesting because this week I was giving my SEO course, and a lot of my students, they were actually experiencing one of these horror stories. And one of them, what happened to him, actually, he has his website. So he has a designer building his website, and he has a hosting, he has a domain name. But what happened, he wanted to make some changes to his website and optimize it. And I asked him, okay, can you have access to your hosting account, to your what we call a cPanel or your FTP? And he was like, I don't know, maybe. And I'm like, normally, because we were talking about it last week, if you remember, we were talking about hosting, when one of the horror stories is when you're building a website with a designer, he keeps all the access to your hosting server, and you don't have access to anything. So he has that power over you. And when something happens, if you want to make changes or anything can happen, when you're like an hostage in a way. I don't know if you experienced that, Robert, or even you, Pamela, with this kind of situations.
I haven't experienced it as yet, but I've been told about it.
I've had about 3 clients with the same situation.
Okay.
So the idea here, it's really the advice, actually, it's when you're working with a designer or a developer, or make sure that, when they start, building your site, that they give you an email with all the information about how to access your website and your files. So you have what we call, your login and password and all this information related to your hosting, so that you can, access them anytime you want. Do we have? No, we don't have still questions.
Yes, we have a question on the line.
Oh, okay, cool.
Right now, Robert had started to do an evaluation of a website.
Nice.
For Leah, and Leah was waiting for that comment, Robert.
Oh, okay. I wonder, are you recording now, or?
Yeah.
Yes, we are recording. Excuse me.
Okay. Camille, do you have the website address? Emil? Sorry.
I don't have it. Can you put it in the text there so I can check it at the same time as you?
Website, but it's yeah. Hang on, I got it right here.
Biz Buddy Hub.
Yeah. There you go.
All right. Okay.
All right. So, Leah, to start out, I wanted to talk about the title, and you don't have a meta description. The title is your brand, which is okay, but you really need to give something of a description of what your site's about, because it has a lot of images. You do have some text, but you need to describe in that title and meta description as much detail as you can about your site. Is this a local site just for a local area, or are you trying, is this a national site, or?
Leah?
Still here?
Yeah, she's right here.
Okay. Postal code, okay. So it's very important that you use, since it's a local site, you use what's called citations. Basically, whatever city you're in, you want to include that, in the title, like local businesses for X city, whatever. Melbourne, Australia, okay? Something to give Google an idea of where you're at. So you'd want to probably, I wouldn't want to put I'd do Melbourne AU or something, but I mean, obviously your site's got an AU domain, so it's kind of obvious, but you do, because doing Melbourne, Australia would take up a lot of space for your title, but you want to be as descriptive as possible. Emil, you got something? Yeah.
Yes. I was just waiting for you. Still have the echo. I don't know why.
Your footer is
Just came back.
ginormous.
Yeah, all right. So I'm looking at your website right now, and when I looked at it on the search results, one thing that's really coming back a lot is your brand. So you're putting your brand in the title, actually the title tag of all your pages. And you just have just one word. Let's say for the FAQ, you just have one word, FAQ, and then you have your brand name. And you have the same thing for a lot of pages like Test Hub, About, obviously, Spaces. But you need to understand something. When we're talking about the title tags and the description tags, it's what your target market is looking at on the search results. When they are searching for a service or a product that's actually related to what you offer. Okay, so if you are not specific and you're not trying to get their attention in the right way, you can actually lose this opportunity to get the click. Okay, because that's where you get traffic from the search engines. They read your title tag, and if it's just 2 words, it doesn't mean much. So you need to create longer title tags, make it really a headline, make it an interesting title tag, a meaningful one. So when they read your title, they know exactly what the page is about. Okay, so when, for example, if they find a page on Google for your site, well, when they read the title, they need to understand right away what's the page is about. So your title tag, in a way, summarize what's the page is about. You can add your brand, it's okay with that. It's normal. You have to add your brand, but don't make it the focus of that title tag. You can put it at the end, but have a sentence, have a title. It's an opportunity for you to get the click. Same thing goes for for the description. I see that you have. Your description are okay. You are writing kind of like some sentences there, but same thing here. Descriptions, they really describe what's in it for them. I mean, make sure that you remember that the description, it's people, when they read it, if they're not interested, they're not going to click. So if they don't click, no traffic. So you want to make the description talk to them. Okay, so engage with them right away from the search engine result pages. So tell them what they can find on that page, what's in it for them inside your page. So that way they want to click, and use active verb, which means just use an action, a call to action in your description. So say discover, learn, visit, but like you need to remember that you're talking to them. This is your opportunity to shine on the search result pages, and that's where you increase your traffic. Sorry, go ahead, Robert.
No, I was just saying that's your sign. I mean, when people do the search, they want, you want to give them some information, what you're offering, or they're not going to click on it. So
yeah, and also, you want to add something, Robert? Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I see that you're on WordPress. Are you using Yoast?
Yep. I see that too.
Are you using all-in-one? Yeah, Yoast. Okay. So that's very, I'm sure you've seen, because you put your company brand there. But it's important to fill those out and don't use a default. So be as descriptive as possible so that people understand what you're offering. Go ahead.
Yeah. Also, I'm looking at. I'm trying to look at your blog. I see that you have a blog, which is good because it helps with it's good for you to get a lot of content online and try to rank all that content on the search engine and so people can find you from different pages. The way you look at it, obviously, I'm sure you know that it's for each of your pages. Imagine that each page is a door where people can come from to get inside your site. Okay, so the more door you have, well, the better, because the more door you have, the more way they can get inside your site. And so make sure the pages, imagine each page has a goal in itself. All right, so your website has a big goal, but each page has a specific goal too. So for when I'm looking at one of your blog posts here, it doesn't seem to have any kind of a goal, a specific goal. That is like there is no call to action. So remember, what do you want them to do next when they read the blog post? So I'm reading the blog post. It's great, good content. But what's next? Do you want me to call you? Do you want me to sign up to your newsletter? Do you want me to, I don't know, ask for a code? But make it clear. Make each page obvious. Don't make them think. People don't have time online. They are too busy. There's too much distraction. Like Twitter, Facebook, and all this craziness. So just make it really to the point and clear. Put the content there. Optimize the content for whatever keyword or key phrase you want to go after, but also don't forget to have the goal on that page clear too for your visitors. What do you want them to do? So make it clear.
Tony, we'll take a look at your site too if you want to put the link up there. But also, I would.
There's a question before Tony, Robert. There's a question that Boston Air Code 1 asked about her blab opening on an iPad. Do you know what could possibly be causing that problem? Or iPhone. It's above.
Oh, I see it.
Okay.
All I can say is it's still in beta.
Yeah, that is true. It is in beta.
I would definitely give some feedback on the site, though, with your issues, because they are fixing a lot of these things. That's why it's in beta.
Okay.
Then
I personally can't. The audio is bad on my iPad. I don't use Blab on my iPad at all. It's just not functioning.
I love how they put the questions on the left now. It's pretty cool. Really?
I don't. Because I found it more functional when we had the 3 columns on the right-hand side. And you could select, I want to look at those questions. I found it more functional for me. With this, I have to look to the left and look to the right.
True. So we have another website to review quickly from Tony.
Well, hang on a second. We still got, isn't Art next?
We have someone else before?
Well, there's Art and there's Tony. Who is first? I don't know which order it goes. Does it go newest to oldest or oldest to newest? Okay.
I heard a slight echo.
I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to mute myself when you guys talk.
Okay.
Maybe it will help.
Am I echoing?
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
That was a good one, Robert.
It always is. You know, the comedian comes out on a Friday night. And the thing, is it me or is this new Blab format, it has the fonts really small, or is it just me on my side? Oh, it's my side, sorry. Yeah, it was me. I had my fonts changed.
Wow, Tony, what's your favorite color?
I switched it back.
I'm just
What's Tony's website? Let me
very
look
orange.
at that.
But he's selling, or no, he's not. Hold on. Let me read into it some.
Tony L. Brown.
All right, yeah.
Is that it? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I just opened it up, so go ahead.
It's orange. Wow.
Okay, Tony, just give us a few seconds to look at your site quickly.
I can say one thing. Your title is way too long. That should be your meta description. Oh, it is your meta description too. Okay. So, Tony, two questions. Is your branding is your name, or is it your system, or is it both? No, it was a good one. Your name.
Tony, do you want to join the seat and talk to us about your website so we can help you out better?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
All right, so.
Yeah. Got it.
Hey, Tony.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Tony.
Thanks for
Welcome.
Hi,
inviting
Tony.
me on. I'm not sure how good the audio is. I'm on my phone at the moment.
Perfect.
Okay,
But
excellent.
that's fine.
I'm in the
Where
UK,
are you?
and it's way past my bedtime.
Oh, wow. That's great. Thank you. Wow, that's cool.
Wonderful. Happy
Excellent.
to have you.
You're
Happy
5
to have
hours
you.
ahead, or behind.
Yes, 5
Yeah.
5 or 6
Yeah.
hours ahead,
It's
something like that.
12:36 here, so.
Wow.
But it's a Friday night.
And it's 7:36. Okay, yeah.
All right, Tony,
7:36.
let me start out by saying
Correct.
the title of your page.
Yeah.
You need to keep it under 60 characters.
Yeah. When
max.
you say title, are you talking about at the top?
If you look at the
tab.
tab of your browser, that's
Yeah.
your page title.
Okay.
That needs to be the most important part of your site, explaining, descriptive, but keep it short, because what happens is in search results, Google cuts it off after a certain amount of characters.
Yeah.
And they're not going to see any of that. So it's just not enough information. And maybe you can cut it down to Tony L. Brown, business system strategist, or
Okay.
whatever you're trying to sell there. And then
Yeah.
your description can be up to 160 characters, roughly.
Okay.
And then you want to describe as much as you can on your page of what's on that page.
Okay. Of what's on the page, or what I want to be ranked for in terms of search.
Well, at least your homepage, you want to do what's on the page or what your services you're offering.
Okay.
And then the other thing too, I notice, is that you have a lot of images. Like the top up there is an image.
Mm-hmm.
All of that. And Google Google can get an idea of what's on an image, but it can't read. It's not perfect. And you're cutting out some of your signals there as far as having nothing for Google to crawl.
Yeah. And are you talking about on the posts? Obviously with that, I'm leading with the blog. I haven't got a home page as such. It just goes straight into the blog content.
Okay, so yeah, I'm talking about the category page then, I believe.
Yeah.
The landing page that you go in on.
Okay. Yeah.
Your titles, let's see here. And the same thing with your titles. The titles of your blog post should be the same amount of characters, 58 to 60.
Okay.
Anything over that, it gets cut off.
Yeah.
And then, let's see. And then each of your posts, is this in WordPress?
It is, yes. Yeah.
Okay. And it's kind of the same thing with the girl we were just talking to. You want to make sure that you have a very well description for each one of your pages.
Okay.
And that's what you're going to see in the search results. So you want it to make them want to click it. So you can make it as a little salesy if you want, or just describing a benefit or whatever it's on that page.
Okay. What I try to do is like the blog title that's there would be different to the blog title that I put, you know, in Yoast. You've got you can put the search description in there.
Right.
So what would actually show up in Google would potentially be different to what the actual blog title is.
Right. In Yoast, you're gonna, at the bottom of your post, you'll see where it says title and description. Those are your.
That's it. Yeah.
What we're talking about now.
Yeah.
And then there's also meta keywords, but just ignore that because the search engines don't use them anymore.
Okay. Yeah.
Emil, take it away.
All right.
Thank you. Thanks, Robert. I appreciate that.
Okay. So you're saying.
Gentle.
No, I'll be okay. No, I'll be nice. Don't worry about that. So if I understand you correctly, you're telling us that right now what we are looking at, it's the blog. Or your blog post. Okay.
That's right.
So one thing first thing, it's really not about SEO right now. It's about more of a marketing perspective here.
Okay.
It's too crowded. There is too much things going on the page. All right.
Okay.
So there's a lot of first, the good news. I like that you have a clear USP. So you have a nice, unique selling proposition. It's about systemizing your business, reducing workload. We know exactly what it is what your website is about. And that's important. So when I land here, I know if it's for me or not. But when you start looking, starting just the first, actually the first part of it, where you have on the left, you have the oranges, and then you have more orange on the right. And then there is another image that it's too much crowded. There is too much going on left and right. And you need to make sure that it's easy for people to know what they need to do next. And because there is too much, going on, I don't know what to do. Just remember this: when there is too much choices, there's no choice.
People take none.
You can't take action. You don't know, should I click here? Should I click there? It's too much thing where I should click. And I know that it seems like you love the orange color. But maybe you should try to use maybe another shade of orange, because it's too much. It's too much orange going on that page, and it's not that it's not nice. It's cool. It's nice. It's just too much.
Overkill.
Yeah, exactly. So and as I said, and the problem is because there is too much stuff going on, and add to it the orange. Instead of giving me how do I say it? Instead of making me want to click somewhere, it's making me want to just leave the page because it's too much aggressive in a way. I'm sorry to say that. And I'm just because I love you. I love what you have. It seems really cool and great what you offer. And it will be sad if just for these kind of reasons people leave the site. Remember you. Sorry. You remember you only have about 5 seconds. When people land on your site, it's about just 5 seconds for them to decide if they should stay or they should leave. So make it no-brainer for them to want to stay. So just as I explained to you, and I'm just repeating myself, it's not because I like that, but it's important. Tone down the orange color. If you could, please, if you can find a way maybe to rearrange your blog page to make it's not like too much things going on at the same time. That will be better. Like have more blank spaces and rearrange things so that I know that on the right side I can click if I want, and on the left it's all the blog posts that I can read and learn more about. Hope it makes sense to you. I don't want to because it's really a good website, so I don't want you to
it's a great looking site, but you heard me when I went on it originally. I was like, wow, because she's right. It does need to be. I mean, it's not that it looks bad. It just it's
a bit intense. Yeah. I mean, you should have seen it. You should have seen it 6 months ago. I've tried to tone it down slightly. I think, I agree. Overkill in terms of the orange. I really agree. What I would ask is, in terms of minimizing it or making it a bit sort of less crowded, would it be reducing what's in the sidebar, or sort of spreading out the blogs in terms of the space between them, or maybe including landing page? Because when you first get there, it leads straight into the blog. So would you maybe suggest leading with a landing page?
Here's the thing. I have a, I have a big screen. Actually, I work on a 37-inch screen, and I have my small screen. So when I was looking at your site, it was on the side, and it was on my big screen. And I was thinking maybe it was my screen that made it look so huge. But actually, the right side where you have your images there, it seems like everything is oversized. I don't know how and why. I don't know. Maybe you know. Maybe you asked for. Do you see the same thing, Pamela, from your end? It seems like everything is really
big.
Yeah, the large fonts. They're all done in very large fonts, and I think the color, even though it's a nice orange, I would go a little lighter with my color because it just pops off the page.
Yeah,
it's everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm not precious about the color at all, guys. So,
sorry.
I said I'm not precious about the color at all. So just give it to me as it is. I'm happy to hear.
Okay. Don't feel bad. I'm a purple freak. Go to my page, you'll see it's all over purple. With the help of Robert and a few others, it's been toned down, but I did a purple overkill.
Okay, yeah. And I think that's what it is. I think it was a case of I chose a color and just ran with it. And you can see in the logos, you can see it in the borders. It's all over the place.
Let me give you something to look at so you wouldn't feel too bad.
So try to reduce the sizes of your images, of your anything that on the right side on the widget. It's a WordPress you said, huh? If I remember.
That's right. Yeah.
So try to really make it a little bit reduce that the size of that, because it's taking too much of the space on the website. The other thing is on the right side, I'm keeping on the widget there. There is too much choices. What do you want me to do? You want me to click on the free, boot camp? Do you want me to go to the live business webcast? Do you want me to hire you for coaching or consultancy? Do you want me to connect with? There's too much choices. You want me to do?
Too many options.
You want me to do like to take about 10 minutes to think, okay, should I do this or that? No, I don't have time for it. I'm sorry. Think of your target market. They're busy people. They're business people. Yeah. They and they don't have time to overthink it. Like, you should make it easy for me. So think of what is let's say the main 3 things you want them to do, and then put that on the widget side, and then what do you need to do if it's possible when you go inside. So I'm just gonna I'm sorry I'm taking too much of your time, guys, but I see that on the blog post there is numbers and letters before the title. It's 3VS008, and then you have 4 levels.
Yeah, that's the podcast. Yeah.
Okay, so you know what?
That's the reference for the podcast.
Okay, so the thing is, you have to understand that the search engines, the bots, they crawl from left to right, and the title of your post, all right, if the first one is the 3VS008 and whatever, it's just a number. You're taking a real estate from your keywords. So
you could
just
back.
Yes, put your keyword at the beginning of start your headline and title with words at the beginning of the post. Then maybe at the end say episode 3VS008 or whatever. Because what you're doing right now, you're taking just remember the bots, they crawl from left to right, and they're gonna pick up this, and it will look like a keyword of something, but it's not.
Yeah.
So to change that, make sure that it's
okay. Tony, another thing too, you're using 1 million different font styles. I would stick to 1 or 2.
Okay.
That it's confusing to the eye, and
is that in the blogs, in the blog post
throughout the whole site? It's just there's not a consistent font style there, except for in the actual text. But like your graphics and stuff, there's just different fonts all over the place. Not that it looks bad, but it just from design wise, that I would try to stay consistent.
Actually, go ahead.
And Robert, if I might say something here, the other social media sites, the Connect With Me, those are too pronounced, because one of the comments I received is, if you have all those things on your landing page or your first page, it takes them away from the main objective of them visiting there or visiting you. So if they're on your first page, your home page, and they see, oh, your Facebook or your YouTube, they click on that and they go away from what you may want them to buy into.
Yeah. It's almost like the reverse of what you want. You'd want them to see you on Twitter and come to your website. Where if they come to your website, why send them back to Twitter or to Facebook?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. You can make those smaller, just so that they know that you have that presence, that social media presence, or put it on another page, the page where you really want them to connect, and then they would go there.
So maybe put it on a contact page or something.
Possibly.
Mind if I give Tony my my podcast?
No, it's okay. Yeah.
No. You can give it to him. Sure. I gave him my purple web page to look at. Did you see that, Tony?
I'm going to scroll through these shortly. There's some good comments coming from other viewers as well, which I'm trying to.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was going to say. So she was saying something. It's really important, and thank you for that. Best to whatever, KIS. So try if you can have a plugin or something that makes you to make it easy for you to change what you offer on the widget. So you will be able to customize the widgets offer to whatever the page is about. This way, it will be more effective. And actually, Pamela is right. Your Connect With Me, they are taking too much space there, too much of your real estate, and people can click and leave the site. And it's not that they're not going to come back, but they may forget. We get distracted. So what you need to do, you need to put them at the bottom of your inside the your posts. You can do them there, or you can make them less prominent. Exactly. Yeah. And also, I'm looking at some of your posts, and sometimes you are using a lot of blank space between sentences. And I don't know if it's maybe just an error or if it's has anything to do with the way the site is created. But try to keep a certain consistency on your site. Like Robert said, you're changing font styles, you're changing font size, and it's really distracting. And you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
We had a question out here from the Shoe Bee. She had asked earlier for a clearer understanding of SEO. I don't know if Emil or Robert just want to give her.
Let's finish up real quick with him. I just wanted to bring out one more point, and then we're going to let somebody else come in. But
thank you,
Tony. I would definitely follow us on Twitter if you have a question, and you can direct tweet us, and we'll be more than happy to answer anything you got.
Excellent. Well, I've followed you on here, and I've got the Search Talk Live and the other website there, and I've got a page full of notes. So
that's cool. That's good.
It was definitely worth staying up this evening.
Feel free to critique my site as well.
It's Talk Live. It's all about SEO and all that stuff. So
Excellent, guys. I really value it. So thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Our pleasure. Thank you, Tony.
Thank you for stopping.
Great blab.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. See you again.
Thank you. Bye bye.
I hope I can get out.
All right.
We're gonna kick you off.
This should be quick.
Hold on. Bye, Tony. Oops.
This should be quick. Just a quick question for the Shubi. Search engine optimization is the meaning of the acronym SEO, and
if you type in Q, or I'm sorry, /Q, and then space in your question, it will put it up on the left-hand side over here, just for you guys just coming in.
Yeah. So she's not familiar with search engine optimization, and she wanted a clearer understanding. For me, it meant getting found by Google or in a Google search, and that's how I would put it. But Emil and Robert, you could take that further for her for me.
Oh, why me? Just kidding.
I can do it.
Go ahead.
All right. Search engine optimization is not only just ranking your website. I mean, yeah, that's an important part of getting your site to rank, but in order for your site to rank, you have to fix the core of the whole thing, which is your website. What a search engine optimizer or optimization specialist does, or expert, goes into your site, and they do best practices to optimize your site so that Google has a clear understanding of what's on your site and helps it to boost itself in moving up in the search engines, so that Google or Bing or whoever has a clearer understanding of what your site is about. And it's also, if you own a e-commerce site or you sell products or anything, we optimize those products and descriptions and site speeds, and we create funnels so that your customers can easily purchase something. I mean, it's not just about, it's user experience. So we do all that. Emil, you want to add to that?
All right. So, okay. A search engine optimization, it's really, it's actually two parts. The first part is what we call, in technical term, on-page SEO, which is all the activities and all the things you do on your own pages to make them really visible online on the search results, so that people can find them when they're searching for a specific key phrase or key term or keyword that's related to whatever you have to offer. Okay, so that's the first thing about SEO you need to know. The other part of the SEO, which is what we call off-page SEO, it's all the activities you do when you go outside of your own website and you start promoting your site. So if you go to, when you go to your profile, social media profile, and you create your bio, and then you add your link, your URL to your website, and this link point back to your site. This is part of SEO, because you're actually promoting your site, so that not only people will find your website, but also you're sending a signals to the search engines, letting them know that, hey, I exist. Because the truth is, if you create a website, all right, and you build it, it's nice, it's cool, the best design ever, but if you don't tell anybody about it, well, no one will find it, even the search engines. Because the search engines, they have what we call, spiders, and they need to find links on the web to find website. So imagine that they crawl the entire internet, moving from one link to another link to another link. And when they do that, they discover pages, they discover website. They look at their database. If they do have this website, in their database, well, that's cool. It's already there. If they don't find this website in their database, well, they can add it to their database. So when they do that, now if somebody goes online and search for something related to your services and product, and they use a sentence or like a keyword or key phrase or key term that's related to whatever you offer, your website, because now it's in Google and Bing and Yahoo and Ask database, okay, your site will show up for that specific keyword. And here it's important to understand that the SEO and search engine optimization, now since the last few years with Google changes and everything, it's not just the search engine anymore. It's about the user experience from the search result pages to your website. Okay, so let's say if you are, and I don't want to talk too much here, but let's say if I'm searching for natural remedy for headaches. Okay, and I go online and search for that. I'm supposed to find the best relevant answers on the search results. So here is where, yes.
Emil, 1 minute right there.
Yeah.
Let me just interject. If they're looking for aromatherapy, they'll find Pam
Definitely. See, that's good. You, of course. So I should actually find Pamela website on the first page of Google for how to get rid of my headache. Okay, so.
And thank you, Robert.
So what happened now? So I'm on the search results. So I'm on Bing or Yahoo or whatever. Ask. I'm searching for a natural or remedy for headache, and I find a website. Looks cool on the title is nice on the search result. The description looks okay. I click. I go to the page, and the page talks about something else. What do you think my experience will be? I'll be frustrated. I'm like, I was looking for a headache remedy, and I'm on this website and I'm talking about how a headache is, I don't know, how the nerves are connected to each other and whatever. And this is actually a problem for the search engines. They don't want that. They want your website to be relevant to whatever your target market is searching for. And so that's SEO. That's SEO. It's really about search engines, about user experience, because you want to make sure that your experience is the best from the search engine to your website, and we want them to stay on your site. Okay, so it's really more than just search engine anymore.
You guys can't tell if she's passionate, right?
Okay. Sorry. We have a question that's been pending for a while from Art Jones. He wanted to know, when opening an online store for ebooks, workbooks, CDs, etc. I just
yeah, but can you
pops the question up for you when you hit
oh
answer.
Wow, that's cool. Didn't know you could do that.
So how did you do that? I didn't know you could do that.
How did you do that?
You just hit answer question and it pops up.
Wow, that's getting better.
Well, thank you so much for showing me that. I'm reading it and it pops into the square. Okay. So here we go. So you can all focus on that and help Art out with this question.
Okay, what's the question? Oh, we're going to read it out loud, or we're just going to... Okay. When opening an online store for ebook, workbooks, CDs, and to schedule one-on-one training and workshops, which cloud-based platform is much compatible with WordPress and easy to implement, edit, and manage? So you're asking about a hosting, right, Art?
Do you...
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
He said,
do you want to join the seat and ask your questions, Art Jones? Yes, no, yes.
Welcome. You'll be welcomed. I'm hearing an echo.
Me too.
It just started. Somebody opened up something?
It's coming through somebody's.
Hello?
Yeah, I think it was your speakers, Robert.
Okay, I'll turn them down. Is that better?
Hi.
Okay.
Okay, you want to take you want to start, Robert?
Oh, I thought you were going to jump in.
Oh, sorry. I was talking to Art Jones, trying to make him join the seat, but... Art,
would you like to jump in the seat so we can get more in-depth
I'll go ahead and start. There's several different... there's DreamHost, which some people don't like. There's... I mean, you can go anywhere as long as you have a fast service. So, like, I wouldn't go with a basic service. Like, I'd go with maybe if you're going on GoDaddy, I'd use like a managed server. Those servers are much faster than your basic package. There's a DreamHost is geared towards WordPress, and there's Rackspace. It depends on where you're at. Emil, you got any? I hate putting out names, but
Okay, I think I wanted to today clicked on the, I gave the seat to someone else. Sorry, Joan. We're gonna take. That's you. All right. Sorry about that. Okay, hold on a second.
Hey, can you come back in a minute? Let's answer. Yeah, let's answer this question first.
Sorry, John. We had to.
There he is.
Okay, here we go. Sorry about.
That's funny. Hi guys.
Hi, John.
Welcome.
So I wasn't talking about hosting, you know, one-on-one GoDaddy and all that, whatever. I really am in the website that I'm going to redesign because I'm not happy with where I'm at today. Is my goal is to incorporate, to really purpose build it to be able to sell product. That's curriculum like ebooks and books and whatever other modality I want to use. I want it to be on a site. So when I'm on a blab like I am now, and somebody says, well, that guy's pretty smart, maybe I want some of his stuff, they can hop from my profile to that landing page that says, here's that guy, here's the stuff that he offers to the world. And I don't know, you know, I'm a technologist, but I'm not like you guys. I don't know Shopify and all the other 15 different flavors, what is most compatible with WordPress, but more importantly, if I'm going to, for the next year, want to treat it like my own private CMS to get into the store to edit and update and blah, 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 it's got to be friendly as well.
Oh, so you're talking about CMS then?
Well, no, I'm talking about like a Shopify.
Oh, okay.
If it's WordPress and you would say, all right, forget about Shopify, build a landing page, put your products on that page, and connect the back end to Square or PayPal, then do that. That's going to serve you best. Or get Shopify, put your stuff in there because it already has the mechanics in the back end that you're built in. So I'm looking for you to say, in our experience for WordPress, it's better to build with WordPress and then plug in what you think is appropriate, or take an all-inclusive like Shopify and just marry it to your WordPress site.
Well, are you already on WordPress? Are you stuck with WordPress?
I'm not stuck with it. I mean, what I have on WordPress is not good enough to think that I'm stuck with it.
Well, a really good platform for my clients when it's an e-commerce site is called Magento. It's another CMS, but it's got the whole shopping cart, all that stuff built into it. You just have to connect your credit card stuff and all that with it. But Magento is amazing.
So is Magenta's intention to provide the story and some of the look and feel of, or do you bolt your blog and everything else on your social onto that?
Go ahead,
Robert.
No, go ahead. You're dying to say something, I can tell.
Yeah. How did you know? I'm so obvious. All right. Okay. Magento is a website platform to create, like, it's same thing as WordPress or all these platform. But I think what you're trying to ask, and just tell me if I'm wrong, you're really talking about a sales process, how you could create a sales process you can sell your product. So my first question is, are your products physical products and you need to ship these products?
I'm a coach.
Okay, so everything is online.
So everything is online. If it's a workshop, then it's a ballroom, and I meet people in a ballroom.
Okay.
If it's a ebook, it's a digital PDF that they can get access to from the back end of whatever platform I use. And so it's okay if the platform dictates the configuration of how I sell what I sell.
Okay.
But
go ahead.
I think my question is more Magento sounds interesting to me. I've heard of Joomla and Drupal and a bunch of stuff. I've never heard of Magento, right? And if Magento is as friendly as WordPress and does everything WordPress does, but I don't need 15 plugins to make it work, then maybe Magento is
you're not going to get much friendlier than WordPress. I mean, you can use like a WooCommerce or something with that. But there's Magento is a more, I mean, it's open source, but it's a high end. It's got modules and plugins.
Yeah, I mean,
it's all different.
It's you know, it's not like I'm building bicycles, you know, and I've got 15 styles of bicycles that I'm trying to sell and all the parts that go with that, right? Which I could see a Magento maybe is more, or if I'm a fashion designer and I've got suits and ties and pocket squares and pants and shoes, I can see then, you know, a Magento might serve me. But I think that's overkill for what I'm trying to do, because if I have a dozen products, I'm like, wow, you have a dozen products? How'd you do that? Yeah. You know, it's like that would be
so right now, do you have a WordPress site already?
I do, but you don't.
Yeah, all right. So, all right. So, really, John's, the question really, if I understand you correctly, it's how can you? What's the best way to start selling your products? I mean, your services online.
Hey, tell Robert to stop looking at my website. I just saw my website light up.
Oh, no way. So
you had to look, Robert. You had to look.
Curiosity.
He can't help himself. It's so yeah. So John's the solution would be really for you, as I said, it's to find actually the way to integrate your current website, let's say if it's WordPress, with whatever payment platform you're gonna go with, okay? And nowadays it's super easy to do that. It's not like you need any lot of like skills to do it yourself. The thing is, if you want to create a sales process, well, you said it yourself, you need a specific landing page for each of your products. So when you are, let's say, on Blab and you want to refer your target market to whatever, you know, to your audience, or, you know, to a specific product, you just give them that specific landing page. And when they land on that page, now what happens, the landing page is focused on one specific product. All right, so you can have a link to the blog or to send them back to the blog if you want, but you need to create that sales process where you're taking them from the first let's say if it's like the first product, and then when they buy, they go through a specific process where you can upsell them or you can downsell them and stuff like that. And this happens.
It sounds like.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's not. I mean, because I get that process, and I think it sounds like what you're saying is that, you know, I've got 3 WordPress sites, and I'm familiar enough with WordPress. I'm not patient enough, or I'm not patient enough, I guess, or committed enough to do all the foundational SEO stuff that I should do. I've got some Yoast on there that, you know, tells me what I need to do, and I use WooRank to tell me again how bad I'm doing. So I know what I need to do in that, but what I don't really have a sense for, because I've really never looked into it, is, and I use Shopify as the placeholder. There are a lot of products that if I do landing page, from the landing page, a specific product that I send to you because you sound like you're interested in this. The link you get is to that landing page. The back end of that landing page is where all the products live. And if you're saying that just work with landing pages and incorporate PayPal and let it happen there, and then when you want to get bigger and more sophisticated, then get a cloud-based platform that serves those more sophisticated accounting and blah, 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 blah needs. But for phase 1, build the separate landing pages, and then on one page put them all, right? But then have a landing page for each product. And I can do that. So you've simplified my life, and I appreciate
that's because you already have WordPress. You can just plug in, a landing page. Actually, you can have a plugin that creates landing pages for you on WordPress, and they're not expensive at all. So that's it. Let's say it depends on your budget. So if you have, let's say, if you're restricted, you have a small budget. There's actually really cool plugins that you can create a really nicely designed landing page that focuses on one specific product, and then you take them through a specific sales process, and you integrate your sales page and all the sales process with you can integrate it with PayPal easily. That's if you don't have a lot of money and you are restricted in terms of budget. And now if you have more, well, you can go with the specific platform, and there's a lot of them, like, Lead Pages, ClickFunnels, and all this, it's a complete platform to create a complete sales funnel, like from beginning to the end, with all the design and everything. And it's actually it's hosted in the cloud. Okay, so it's in the cloud, and they take care of it's super easy to integrate Stripe or PayPal or anything like that, or even your email marketing system and all that.
So here's a follow-up question to that one, because you've given me a good answer there. How about, I'm just using WordPress.org. I'm not buying themes. I've got Yoast on there to show me what I should be doing. I've got WooRank that tells me what I should be doing. I know all the tools, like SEO Moz, that will tell me what I should be doing. Is it reasonable to assume that if I go from WordPress.org to buy a theme, not from Theme Forest, but a theme, and I can't remember the name of it. I know Chris Brogan uses it. He's always suggesting that that's the platform that he's built upon. And some of these platforms are inherently, foundationally more sound from the get-go, right? Where .org, it's up to me to put Yoast on manage and blah, blah, blah. Some of the themes that I might spend $100 on are going to come and not be perfect, but be more soundly designed. So my SEO is foundationally ready to go. What are the ones that you guys endorse when I'm looking to move to that next level?
Art, I've got one that looks similar to your site. It's called Avada. It is so AVADA. It's very flexible and can do just about anything you want it to do. It's even got WooCommerce built right into it. But amazing platform. Theme.
Okay. Avada, AVADA.
Yeah, if you go to Theme Forest, I think they've got demos. You can actually look at it and all the different designs. It has 100 different designs, like probably 15 or 20 different home pages. You can import that information and then just customize it yourself. But
yeah, and how important is it to buy the theme that's going to accommodate what if I want to have videos next to content and have it stacked up on the page, is it more important to buy the theme that looks that way, or more important to buy the theme that's foundationally sound and generally looks like you want it to, and then you HTML and then you customize what you need to?
It depends on your skill set. If you have a really high skill set and you can code HTML and all that stuff, you buy the framework. Or the framework's free, you can build it yourself. But sorry, go ahead.
What I'm thinking is that, I've been tinkering around with WordPress.com, WordPress.org now, and it's time to grow up, right? It's time to grow up. And I think growing up means that there's things that I probably am smart enough to do. I just don't have the patience to figure it out. So I need to take the next level for the site that I want, blow up what I've got. I'm not wed to anything that I already have. Buy the foundation that's going to be foundationally sound. It's going to be enough to give me what I need to get going, the look and feel, lots of white space and clean and modern, but then also functionally ready for somebody like one of you guys to come in and say, okay, Art, what are your requirements? And they say, well, here are my requirements. You write a detailed spec up, you tell me what it costs, and bang, bang, bang. I got a beautiful site that's going to be SEO rocking and rolling, and it's going to do what a site should do, as opposed to stumbling along at, I got a 12-cylinder possibility and I'm running on 7 right now.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sharing with us, Art. I hope that some of the information shared was
yes, Amel and Robert, thank you very much.
Thank you, Jones.
I want to say to you, there's a number of comments going on the sidelines as well while we were talking, so be sure to take note of those as well.
Make sure, what is her name? Best 2K, she gave some good advice there.
Yeah.
Make sure it's responsive. Make sure it's, it's.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to stay away from theme farms pretty much. I know I don't want to go there. They're pretty to look at, but it's too much going on for a non. I'm looking for foundationally programmatically sound and SEO rich. I don't want pretty. I want rich and sound. And theme forest is pretty. And there might be some sound themes in there, but I have to wade through 1,500 to find the one that, and I don't have the wherewithal to look at the back end of those things.
Here's an advice for you, Jones. Whatever you do, find someone who is really good, a good IT guy, a good developer, so that whatever theme you find, if you like the design, you can go to that person and say, customize it for me, and then you can tell them, here you go, you have to now SEO it for me. It's easier than it will take you too much time, and because the theme forest, they have really nice design, theme there. Yeah. But when you put them on your WordPress, it's a headache to customize.
It's hard work. It's
exactly that. So you need to find someone who's good, and he's going to help you, and it's going to be worth it to pay that person to take care of all fixing up everything and customizing it for you and SEOing it if they know SEO.
That's good advice.
My website, searchtalklive.com, that's on that Avada theme, and then my Internet Ad Pro, my business site, is on that site.
All right, so search Talk Live.
.com.
Yep, I'm looking at the Twitter profile. That's the link to the site. Okay, thank you, Robert.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, let me hop out, make room for somebody.
Yeah, and I'm gonna share with you an article about actually, the best way to create a sales, like the best way to optimize a landing page. So I'm just gonna put it here in the thing.
Vicky, let's see. There's Vicky's question. That's a tough one. I mean, it's a long one. Actually, a long answer.
Make it short. Look at Pamela's page.
Oh, that's a great question. Oh my God, Vicky, we can spend another hour just talking about that. Me and Robert. Let me get my coffee.
It took a whole blab. It took a whole blab for me to get to where I'm at now. So that's the show.
Let's try to summarize that question. You want to start, Robert? the short version of it.
Robert, you have 2 minutes.
That's probably the most asked question of us, right?
Yeah, that's true.
How do you position yourself and rank high on? Make your site clear, a clear signal for everything, whether it be your product, your service, what you offer. Make your titles and descriptions of your site very clear and precise. If you're a local business, make sure you use citations such as your city. What?
H1 and H2.
Oh no! Let's start with that.
Yes, make sure when you're using if you're in WordPress, you really don't have to worry about that too much on the regular WordPress, Pamela.
Okay.
Just kidding. Because when you title a post or a page in WordPress, it automatically makes it in H1. But on the site you're on, it doesn't do it.
Robert's just using your favorite site.
Wix. Sorry, I can't help you. No, I'm kidding.
Oh
I don't
God.
have too much experience with it because I don't help, but all the rules go the same. I mean, you want to have it a clear understanding of what's on your site. Think of it in a way that, like, if you're talking to a 5-year-old, you know, you want to speak clearly. I mean, you don't want to talk to them like they're 5, but you want to make it. Help me out, Emil.
All right. You want me to take it from?
Yeah.
All right. So I think Robert doesn't want to share all his secrets, so that's why I'm just kidding. All right. So how do you position yourself to rank high on Google? Super easy. So here's the thing: you need to.
2 minutes, Emil. 2 minutes.
No, seriously, Vicky. Seriously, in 2 minutes, here is what you need to know. You need to know what are the different ways your target market, your, you know, the people you want to, you want to reach, what are the different sentences, phrases they use when they search for your solutions and products. Just think about this one thing. Usually people have problems and they go online to search for a solution. You need to know for your target, like I think it's about shoes. So what are the different problems people have when they decide to choose to buy a new pair of shoes, whatever, you know. So you need to find these different ways they use online, and then create high quality targeted content that talks about that whatever they are searching for. Obviously, you need to do some keyword research, but we don't have time to talk about them right now. But at least have an idea of what people are searching for related to your business services, and then create high quality content that talk about these sentences, phrases, and problems, and offer the best quality content possible. And what you need to do next, once this piece of content is published on your website, is as you go outside of your site and you promote that article, okay? Because it's good. You need to go to your social profiles and tell people about them. Obviously, don't overdo it, all right? We're keeping it natural and organic, but at least let people know about your new piece of content so that the search engine can find the link and they can come to your site, crawl the page, and add it to their database. And when they add it to the database, here's what you need to know. If your content is relevant to whatever people are searching online for, you know, whatever the page is talking about, your page may end up on the first page of Google or second page, whatever, for that keyword or sentence or phrase or problem they are having. It's about relevancy. All right, so forget about what you hear about semantic, whatever. It's all the same thing. It's what people are searching for, what are the problems they're having right now, and just write about that. Give them the best quality content, give them the solution, optimize your content about that, and then just be relevant to what they are searching for. And you should be ending up on the first page or second page, or you'll be ranked higher on search engine.
Are there
Hope
any
that
other
helps.
questions out there? If you do have a question, feel free to type /Q and then the question, and it'll pop up in our sidebar of questions, and everybody can address it.
And not to brag. I mean, not to.
Oh, you can brag. It's fine. I'm just kidding.
not to plug my site again, but if you go to searchtalklive.com, there's about 20 episodes of nothing but SEO and search engine marketing, and it's all free. Just stuff that I've learned over me and my co-host over the last 13 years. All that stuff's on there, and you can just, I mean, each one's an hour long, so.
That's cool. That's good.
13 years worth.
Yeah.
Time to work. Hey, what's going on here? I'm not going to be like Robert last week and wait till we sign off. What's happening to my props? Am I not giving quality information?
You started to sound like me.
Emil, you know what he did to us last week? He waited till we signed off. I'm going to spill the beans. He waited until everybody was off. And then he said, look at my props. I got the least
Give
props
him some props.
He says,
guys, please. So if you like what you are listening to, if you like our advice and tips, please give us some props.
Yes.
Give Robert more than us.
No.
So that he doesn't go home without props tonight.
All right, so we went really over, the time, but it's fine. It's fun. Let's keep going. Let's keep answering the question because we started late anyway, and we had some trouble with Blab. So you want to take the next question
I've never
here?
heard it.
Oh, here's a question.
Squarespace, it's like WordPress. I think it's a platform.
Let me see.
I don't know how this platform is structurally, like from a structure, how they are. So I can't really tell you how you can optimize it. All right. So I can't really tell you if it's a good or not for SEO. I'm sorry to say that because I'm not used to this Squarespace platform. Now, if this Squarespace platform gives you the flexibility and the possibility to change the meta tags, to modify your title tags and all these things that your audience, that the users don't see, but you can see from the back of on your dashboard, then it's okay. All right. So if not, then that's not a good thing. You need to find a way to find another platform that do that. But as I said, the most important thing is just to make sure that this platform gives you a dashboard where you can go there and edit the script of your pages, so you can make sure that you have all the tags there and all this.
Right.
I hope I answered your question.
By the name of Austin, he'd like to talk about Squarespace a little, if we allow.
Oh, that's cool.
So
yeah.
We'll give him a couple of minutes. Welcome, Austin. Oh, I've seen you.
Hi, Austin.
I didn't know who you were. Okay. Hey, Austin.
Hey, Austin.
So I ran a digital marketing agency, and so we've built WordPress sites, and we actually switched our site over to Squarespace to fully test.
Cool.
Squarespace is a phenomenal platform. If you don't know code, you want to get something up fast, you want it to look nice, and you want it to function appropriately. You can customize it. It's built for SEO. You can customize SEO very effectively. It has a CDN already built into it, content delivery network. Your site speeds phenomenally, even if you're using image-heavy website. So from the standpoint of if you need something cheap and fast, it's perfect. Especially if you're like a brochure website and not a massive.
Is everybody hearing him correctly? I mean, clearly?
That's okay.
I could barely.
Low, but
Pardon?
Come closer to the yes.
not too close.
Not too close.
Hey. Yeah, it was a little muffled, but I could hear you.
Austin, is that Gary in the picture with you?
That is.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm trying to get him on my show, actually.
Nice. Squarespace is a great platform if you're not somebody who can handle WordPress. If you don't have the time, the resources, the money to invest in WordPress, if you just need something fast, you can definitely do a Squarespace. And you can actually make a good business selling really well-designed Squarespace sites. There's a lot of graphic designers I know who sell basically Squarespace sites for $2,000 to $3,000. We actually, on our website, use Squarespace as the area for all the products, the digital products, because its e-commerce ability is built right in. It's very cheap. And we only have a few products, and it's a very great place to build landing pages and things like that. So we use WordPress and Squarespace together.
Question for you. You said you can. Me, the
platform? I'm sorry.
Me, the novice on the platform here, I could sell that website over and make some money, you're trying to tell me?
Yeah. I mean, if you're a competent graphic designer and you're a good salesperson, it's a great way to get somebody up and going. It is not the end all be all. In no way, shape, or form does it replace probably the skills Robert could put together for the SEO capabilities and the coding and things like that. But, you know, there's a lot of people who do sell it to small business owners who need a website up very fast.
Okay. All right. Wonderful.
Cool.
And they have e-commerce sites as well.
Yes.
Okay.
That's Austin, co-owner. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, this is no tech show. This is a comedy show.
Thanks for dropping in. Austin.
Thank you very much, Austin, for that. Huh?
Yeah. Can I ask a question?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so I asked this in another WordPress Help You show, and I stumped them. So I'm going to pass it to you guys.
Ooh, wow.
All right, hold on. Let me get ready for this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm trying to get my rich pins validated for Pinterest, and I have the rich pins set up. When I go to validate, it is saying it's not pulling my site title from my website. I'm using Yoast SEO plugin, and I went through all the steps that everybody said, and for some reason it's not pulling, and I can't understand why. It's what?
I'm sorry. In Yoast, if you haven't tried this, there is an option to override. It's a little checkbox. I can't remember exactly. Hang on, I'll tell you. Go ahead, Emil.
I'm listening to you.
Okay. Give me a second. I have to pull up the site that has it on it.
Good question, Austin. You're making him work.
I really wish I had my laptop with me so I could actually go in and test it and see if what you do helps. But,
well, you can always DM us tomorrow and let us know if it worked or not. You heard me, Austin? Yeah.
If you go into SEO under titles and meta, there's an enable force rewrite titles. That should fix your problem. It's right at the very top under general tab.
Does it rewrite my headlines too, or something like that? That I didn't ever.
No, it forces it to use what's the title that you put in Yoast, or the default of what you have.
Okay, great.
That should fix it.
Did we answer the question, Austin?
Well, you gave me
we have to
see if it works or not. So we're gonna play with that, and then I'm gonna get back to Robert. And if not, I'm gonna hunt him down and hit him with the switch.
No. If it works, you have to do something for us, Austin. If it works, you have to post this blab, this Friday night blab, on all your sites.
I thought you were gonna ask me to do a dance or karaoke or something. But
no, we want you to bring us more persons to help.
Well, you just let me in here with this handsome mug, and people just start joining.
Okay.
Hey, Austin, I'm at AMELM on Twitter.
What?
It's
good, Robert.
He's not at Au Natural Aroma.
Robert, thank you so much for that suggestion. Let me go see if that works.
Yeah, man. Good luck.
That's cool. Thank you, Austin.
Thank you.
Bye. Oh goodness, Mel. I think you need to block Austin.
I didn't
tomorrow.
recognize myself. Yeah, I was like, that sounds like me, but okay. Do we have other questions?
I was funny your face because you're like.
Yeah, I'm like, what? What was it? Me? AMEL.
Anybody want to step on the seat? Got any questions? Or sit in the seat? I'll step on the seat.
Hey, this is another good Friday night, y'all.
Yeah, it is.
I don't miss not having a date.
Hey, Emil, you missed it. We had over 100 and what was 120?
24. 100.
No way. That's cool. I got caught up with my computer. It was really.
We had a show after the show.
Yeah,
that's good.
3 hours, 2 hours later.
Yes. So it was a 3-hour blab last Friday night. Believe it or not.
Oh, that's good. I mean, yeah, today we started late because of the blab thing. I think that there were too many blabs at the same time, and it created like a crazy problems. But at least we got it covered, and we. So we don't have any more questions, I think.
I think we covered them all
right,
in
cool.
the question box, but it's my time, I guess.
Yeah.
I had a couple of questions for the week.
Yeah.
Let me see now. Where should I start? Because I wrote a book.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. There was the question about affiliations or affiliates, right?
Mhm.
Remember when I did my website, I had these
Yes.
bunch of, what page would you suggest putting your affiliates on? You don't want to take them away from the first page. You don't want to put them on the first page because that takes them away from what they came there for. So, but you want to be able to put them in a place where you can get your rewards. So, what do you suggest?
Robert?
I knew she was going to do that.
All right, let me start. All right, cool. All right, Pamela. Obviously, like you said, you don't put it on the first first page, but actually it depends on the products and the content of that page, right? So if the page you're writing a content that helps and the product makes sense, and it's like a continuity of whatever the content you were talking about, then you can put the link on that page. It's fine. But what you need to do, instead of making the URL open on the same page, make it open on a new page. It's called like blank something. So that this way your website is still open. It's not going to close your website. So it's just one page that's going to open.
Just open in a new link.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Open it in a new window. That's the easiest way. So this way you still have your site open and you have the recommendation that you just give them.
Great, fine. That's a good way to do it. All right. Anyone with any other questions? I was just doing a filler. Okay, good. Who is this? If it's a resource,
yeah, that's a good suggestion too. Yeah.
Put all your links on there. Oh,
yeah.
Great. Okay.
Pamela, you got to cut out some of that white space on your homepage.
Robert, you there again?
But usually
we were just talking about it. Okay, I'm not finished. It's a work in progress. You're too quick on the drawer.
Yeah. Thank you so much. So the thing is, just remember this: people to click on your affiliate link, they need it needs to make sense to them. Okay, so the content of that whatever page you have the link on has to be really high quality. It has to be really related to whatever product you are referring them to. Okay?
I got you. And the person in at best 2K suggests doing a resource page, and I think I heard that before from Robert. So I'm not there yet, Robert.
Okay.
All right. But it's improving, right? Slowly but surely.
Getting there.
Ah, Robert, this question is for you. What's wrong with having white spaces?
Well, if it's 2 pages long, it's not good.
It's too much. You're gonna get lost in the blank space.
It's a work in progress.
Okay.
People, y'all, okay, Robert, I need backup on this one. Here, guys, go and have a look.
Oops, what did I do?
It's a work in progress, and Robert is the evaluator.
We have few minutes if you want us to review. Do we still have time to review a site, Robert?
Of course.
All right, so okay. Do you want to jump in the open seat achievable grade? Yeah, achievable grade, yeah.
There's the site, Danielle. Oh, right. Okay. So, I welcomed her. Okay.
Do you want to join us?
Get a pen and a pad because it's going to be nice. There'll be good advice. Come on, launch your business. Okay.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, Danielle.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. I've been listening.
Oh, I was on a scope you did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't done a scope in a minute.
In a while back. It's been a while back.
Yeah. I got to do some more.
Yeah.
I fell in love with Blab because I get to see faces on here. So
right.
I'm Periscope to the back burner.
Oh.
I have my pen and paper ready. I'm ready to write down.
Okay, Robert's reviewing right now, and so am I.
I made it myself, so hopefully it's
Congratulations.
Not too horrible.
No. It's Danielle Booth. Am I saying that right?
Yep, that's me.
.com. Okay.
What platform is this on, Danielle?
The Squarespace we were just talking about.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it does say so at the bottom.
Is your branding your name, or is it your code, your service?
It's my name.
Okay.
I was going back and forth with it because I want to highlight, pretty much promote the coaching and consulting, but I also do public speaking and I'm on a radio show. So I kind of put that in like an about me section, where you would have to actually click on the little thing at the top to find more information about me. I'm not sure if people would actually do that because she made a point about people just being there for 5 seconds. So I said, well, would that turn people off to have to know to click over there to learn more? I don't know.
Oh. Yeah, Danielle, I see your menu is hidden on the top left side under the three lines. And I know it's a design thing. It's like trendy thing going on in the design world, and I have nothing against that. But as a user, all right, first time I come to your site,
I don't see it.
I don't see it. Me too. I didn't. I knew, but I didn't see it until I really looked for the menu, and then I like it. So, if you can change that, remove that 3 lines, and have it show up on as usual on the top of the screen in a horizontal way, so that we see all your pages and we can click on them and visit more of your site, because this looks like just a 1-page site, which is not true. Okay, so that's the first one that I have.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I have seen it a lot of new designs on web pages. They do that in the menu.
It's just a trendy thing.
Yeah, and it's great for mobile, but when it comes to desktop, it's
exactly
fail. Because and Google might look at that on a different way too, because it's all about navigation and user experience. So if nobody goes past your page, this page, that's a bounce, and Google will look at that as this must not be relevant.
Wow,
that's nice to know. I'm going to change that as soon as we get off of here.
Take your time, girl. I've been working on my own for a week.
Yeah, we Pamela's site, we kind of take in little small bites. She goes back and does her thing.
All right, so I'm just gonna give you as a user, okay, and knowing how people behave online, and a lot of people don't really scroll down. All right, so first, before you do any change, you should actually, if you're able to, use Google Analytics. Do you have Google Analytics on your website?
Yes.
I hope so. Okay. So there is a free service on Google Analytics that gives you the possibility to create experiments. Okay. So right now, what I see right now on your homepage, okay, it's like a big image. You have your Danielle Booth coaching and consulting, and then supporting dreams, transforming lives. But I may not scroll down, and I may miss great information. All right. So I want you to, if you're able to do it, and it's not super complicated, you need to create a new homepage.
Okay.
And on that new homepage, put the word supporting dreams, transforming lives, and the video, because there's a video underneath it, but we don't see it if we don't scroll down. Put it up on the really in the top of the screen, so where people do not need to scroll down, so they can see it right away when they land on your homepage. So maybe have the video on the left and have the headline on the right, or maybe play with it, have the headline on the right and the video on the left, and so on. And run an experiment for at least 3 weeks, and send 50% of the traffic to one page and 50% of the traffic to the other page using what I said, Google Experiments. And you know where to find it?
Google Experiments?
Yes.
Oh, I'll find it.
Okay, Google Analytics. Okay, so when you go to, it's easy. When you go to Google Analytics, on the left side, there is menu there. You scroll to the bottom of the menu, and when you find conversions and stuff like that, click there, and you should see experiments. It's called experiments. Click there, and it's super easy to set up an experiment. You just need to create another page, and then you have page A, page B, then you show both for 3 weeks, and then you will know exactly which page is winning, and then you keep that page, okay? Because as I said, people, when they land, they don't have time to really scroll down, so you may lose them. So that's my advice for that.
Is the imagery too much?
I think that I personally don't like that huge image there. I mean, it's kind of distracting, and you're trying to draw focus to that video, and it can pull somebody's attention away.
Okay.
And, me personally, this is only my opinion, I would have, I don't know, like half the size of that image, as far as height, and shrink the video down to where it's, maybe that's a background, and almost like you see, how you have the slider at the top. And so it's more focused, and you keep your message, because down below you've got some more good information, but you really have to scroll to get to it,
Okay. Yeah, because I learned today about the 5-second thing. Didn't even know that. So I was like, wow, 5 seconds is a short time.
It is. People are, distracted. They don't have time. So when they land, they need, here's the thing. I'm going to say it, and it will seem harsh, but people only think about themselves, all right? So they really don't care about you, okay? Don't take it like personally or anything. So when they land on a website, they only care about themselves. So the first question they ask themselves is, what is it in this website that can help me? So what is it there that can change my life in any way possible? So if your page doesn't answer, their question, they're just gonna leave. Okay. So they think, what's in it for me? That's the question. What's in it for me? And your pages should answer that question. What's in it for them? And that the images are good, but you just need to find a way to use them. Like Robert said, like I'm sure you're gonna find a middle,
just like Amel was talking about earlier, you want to draw them into a funnel. Basically, lead them to what your goal is on that site. So don't do anything to distract them in any way.
Danielle, the one thing I want to say to you is, you're going in the right direction. You had the courage to get in the chair and to ask the question, and for that, I give you mad props. Because
that's true.
Some people would be out there and they want to know, but they wouldn't sit in the chair to ask the question.
I don't have time to waste, I'm trying to make money. So, and I was listening, and I said, they know what they're talking about. And I always pick up on wisdom, and I want to learn. So I ask questions. I'm not ashamed. I don't know.
That's why I'm here.
Thank you.
And I appreciate all the information. I'm going to be applying all the information you gave me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Please share with your friends and followers. We're here every Friday night, 7 to 8, and sometimes 7 to 10.
And if you have questions, you can hit up Emil or me.
We're on Twitter, all of us. Or Pamela,
all of you, and give you lots of love. I'm going to pop out.
Thank you, Danielle. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. Take care.
I am killing it on props tonight.
Yeah, you won. I mean, almost.
paid your son to give me props tonight. You see, he asked me for some tips, and I told him, give me 5,000. I'm going to let him in the chair.
No.
As soon as I reach 1,000.
See the question he had? He asked if I could teach him some SEO.
All right. So I think we don't have any more, or we do. We have a question about Blogger.
About Blogger?
Wow, we got a lot of questions on this now.
What? How did I miss that?
No, I think we have a question about Blogger that, okay, I know that Blogger is frowned upon, but can you give us some tips on how to make Blogger?
I've never used that.
Not looking.
It's the same basic principle of SEO. Make sure your titles, descriptions, page, H1 tags, your header tags are all describing what you're offering or what the service is on your site. Regardless of the platform, that's the basics.
Hey guys, this thunderstorm is starting up again, so if I get knocked off.
Yeah, I was hearing it. Okay, so just to answer the other question about Blogger, Blogger is a free platform. It's owned by Google. It has some good SEO power because of that. Even though Google say they don't play favorite, unfortunately, some indirectly they do it sometimes. So if you are building your business on Blogger just alone and you're putting everything there, well, just remember this: you don't own Blogger. Blogger is owned by Google. If they change their term of services tomorrow and you're doing something that they do not agree with, they can shut your website and they can shut it off and you can lose everything. So use Blogger just to maybe promote your main website in a way, or just use it as a sharing platform, but do not use it just build the entire website on it. And that's my own advice. You can take it or you can leave it. And, thank you. I think we can move to another question here.
What's wrong with having white space? Nothing's wrong with having white space if it's used in moderation.
Pamela had too much white space, and for that reason, Robert just read me up.
He knows. No, she knows I'm only playing.
Answer Bobby's question.
I did 1,000. I did give her 1,000.
Yes, he did. So answer Bobby's question, please. Bobby has a legitimate website.
No,
what's the question, Bobby? Bobby's been my #1 fan all night. I'm paying him to give me props.
Come on, Pamela.
Bobby has a website, and Bobby wants to know what is CEO? No, SEO.
We answered that question before, so you will have to look. You will have to watch the recording to.
But Bobby has a legitimate question. He's 13 and he's building his own website.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
How old is he?
11. He's trying to follow in my shoes, I guess.
Oh, see?
Yeah, I'm sorry he missed our answer. All right, just to make it super fast, Robert, do you want to take this question?
No. I see why you're inviting me.
We're both watching those from here.
Emil, no. I think Bobby wants one of us to answer this question. I think he wants a lady. He doesn't want his dad to answer this question.
But I did answer the question, I swear. All right, cool. Quickly,
give him a 1 minute answer, because I promised that I was going to give him an answer.
So, to Bobby?
To Bobby.
Oh. He knows the answer.
What? I don't know the answer.
But there are a number of persons who don't know or who missed the beginning. SEO is search engine optimization, my dear.
Good, Pamela. You.
Give me another 1,000 props and I'll make sure your dad answers the question. There was another question out there.
Now.
Okay, feel free to ask.
Okay, we have a question about it's suitably spoken. I don't know if you want to join us and ask your question so we can learn more about your goals. But she's trying to figure out how to start, and she was thinking about a web designer to set up a website for her, and she was looking, I think, at Fiverr maybe. Well, it depends. I never hired anybody from Fiverr to do web design, so I can't really tell you. I'm sure you can find good people there. There's a lot of people who are skilled. So it depends on you. You just need, obviously, you need your web hosting, you need your domain name, and then you can go from there. Just make sure you keep all the logins.
Echo.
Yeah, I know.
There's a question about.
Can you hear me?
How do you get the question to appear on the empty seat space? Oh, just by tapping the question, right?
No, tap /u in space.
No, in the box. How do you get it to appear in the middle box?
Just hit answer question.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool.
So there goes answer question and then close it out. Gotcha. And the other person asked, I am trying to figure out how to start. Oh, that's the
question I was answering, yeah.
Okay. Welcome, Polly. We are taking questions right now on website challenges.
Social media.
It's okay if you have only voice. Fine.
That's fine. If you have a question, you can do that. How do I get voice?
Now you need a headset.
Yeah. Or just if you try to get in the seat, it'll just show up, right? We'll just hear
exactly. Yeah, that's true.
Tap on the seat, Polly, and you can ask the question that way, or you can type it in the chat. I have a headset. Well, then just try to take the seat first.
Just click on the seat.
Click on the open seat, and we'll see what happens from there.
Robert, do you have another computer behind you?
I have two of them.
So that's why I think the echo is coming from one of them.
He's got headphones on.
Oh, open seat, yeah. Just
the
do you see the screen in the middle?
The screen
in the middle.
It would be the box just below Pamela. Yep.
Yeah,
here we go.
And anybody hear me?
Yes.
Hot damn!
Can you hear us?
Oh yeah, I can.
We can hear you.
Hot diggity. All right. Wow, this shit works. Oh, I am happy.
How can we help you with your question?
Oh, actually, I have no question. I'm just trying to find this. I'm just trying to work this thing out.
A thunderstorm is passing through again, so I may have to pop out.
But
so if I do,
Windows 10 as opposed to Windows 7, I see it's no upgrade, really.
Oh, we lost it. Sorry, Paul, we lost you. We have some technical problem, I think. So, and we're talking about websites. So if you have questions about Windows or PC, what's the difference between a Mac or a laptop or a PC, please do not ask us. We have our own preferences, and unfortunately, we can't really help you with that. Ask us about SEO, and we can answer you. I think we're really way over the hour, so we're gonna stop the recording. Thank you everybody for joining us today, and for all of you who shared your website and gave us the opportunity to look at them and give you advice. I hope you're gonna use the advice we shared, and you're gonna benefit from our tips and everything. And we hope to see you next week. We're gonna hopefully make it a weekly hangout. Not hangout, sorry, a weekly blab. Hangout with Pamela and Robert here. So please follow us on Twitter, and then just stay tuned and sign up when we're gonna, promote the blab. Anything you want to add, Robert, Pamela, before we stop the recording?
first.
Well, thank you all for being here. Follow me on Twitter, and my website is authenticalaromatherapy.com. I'm not usually a tech geek or in a tech forum, but just Friday nights I become the official tech. Robert?
Follow me on Twitter at Robert O'Haver or at searchtalklive.com. You can catch my podcast every Tuesday, 3:30 Eastern Standard Time at searchtalklive.com.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm going to stop the recording, guys. Thank you very much.
It's good to